People, 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 people. Que pasa, sapa, say what they do. Now the first part of this video is about a student of Campion College. We are speaking about a 17-year-old youth, and his name is Nathan Walker. And this person made an achievement that is out of this world, because he ended up getting 10 distinctions in the CSEC after losing both of his parents. People may have talked about him mother and him father. People, when we think about the school that this youth attend, we are speaking about Campion College. We are speaking about one of the brightest schools in Jamaica, in the Caribbean, in the West Indies. And even better, we are speaking about one of the brightest schools in the whole wide world, point blank and period. And when we think about his achievement, we are speaking about a youth that took 10 subjects. We are speaking about 10 subjects in the CSEC, and they achieved 10 distinction. People, we are speaking about perfect score. People, we are speaking about 10 out of 10 with distinction. People, that is a great achievement. And this article is coming from the Jamaican Observer, and when he did his interview, he said that his father would be unimpressed. However, his mother would be on the polar opposite. She would be running around the neighborhood and celebrating and screaming and rete and lele. So he said that he often contemplates and consider and wonder what would happen if his parents were here to witness, to see his achievement. So people, we see that he is going through a very emotional and traumatic time. However, he has the intestinal fortitude to fight off everything and still achieve. He is making the best even under the circumstances. So when we listen to a story like this, and we see that at age 16, he lost his mother in 2018 from complication of asthma. And that was when he was doing his exam, his math exam in fourth form. And even then, he got distinction once again in a math in a fourth form. People, anybody that went to school in Jamaica know that that is a big achievement. That is for the bright kids only. And then back in 2019, we are speaking about in May of 2019, just when he was preparing for his exam, he lost his father suddenly. People, we are speaking about back-to-back loss of both parents. People, just imagine a child at 16 and 17 going through a very traumatic episode like that. People, it would lick most people for 6. It would throw them off point blank and period. So now when we think about that, he said that when he lost his parents, he felt alone. He felt like he couldn't go on. He felt like his back was against the wall. And he had to be moving from family to family. We are speaking about from uncle to aunt's house, back and forth. So people, we see that he was like a rolling stone. However, he still achieved his goals. He still achieved the objective that he set out to achieve. So people, we have to give credit where credit is due, because we see that he is not only a bright student, we see that he is mentally strong. We see that he is like a rock of Gibraltar. So when we think about this, we see that both in 2018 and 2019, while he was preparing for exams that he got distinction in, he was also preparing for the funerals of his mother and his father. So people, we are speaking about juggling in the most strongest way. We are speaking about juggling with the most strong-willed person in the world. And people, we have to remember, we are talking about a person that was 16 and 17 at the time. So we see that his mind was swaying back and forth. He was thinking all sorts of things. He was under pressure. He was moving back and forth like a pendulum. He was thinking, he was going crazy. However, he still had the mental fortitude. He still had the strength. He still had the faith. He still had the determination to make sure that he achieved. And he got 10 subjects, 10 grade 1. We are talking about perfect. We are speaking about 10 out of 10, point blank and period. So here are the list of subjects that he attained in grade 1. Biology, grade 1. English language, grade 1. English literature, grade 1. Mathematics, grade 1. Spanish, grade 1. French, grade 1. History, grade 1. Economics, grade 1. Information technology, grade 1. Additional maths, grade 1. And people, when I speak about additional maths, I am not talking about no easy like 1, 2, 3, or no add and no multiply. Add maths, we are talking about advanced maths. We are talking about top of the top maths. We not talk about no basic maths and no rate maths. We are talking about the brain busting maths, point blank and period. So during his interview, he said that when he did his maths in fourth form, that was when his mother had passed away. He said that he found it increasingly hard to kind of focus. He found it very hard to even strive. He felt like his back was against the wall and he felt like he was losing the drive. However, when the results came out, he not only topped his class in mathematics, he was also the top scoring school in a Campion college, which I said is one of the best high schools in the whole wide world. So people, we are talking about the top of the top. We are talking about a brains box. We are talking about a youth that is achieving great things. And we can only expect even better for him in the future. So remember now, him go through that in a 2018 with his mother, and then in 2019 his father passed away unexpectedly, and people are the same thing. Him have to find the intestinal fortitude. Him have to strengthen up himself. He had to be mentally strong to achieve the same thing over and over. So people, I want to get it straight now on the head. In a 2018 in a fourth form, him get math distinction. In a 2009, when him father passed away, him get 9 other subject distinction once again. So him say him understand his circumstances, but he also knew that his parents would be happy. His parents wanted him to achieve his goals, and he know that if they were here, they would be celebrating with him. So people, we are talking about a youth that is living the dream of his parents. He is living his own dreams, but he is most importantly living the dreams of his family that want to see him do good. May I talk about the parents, may I talk about the mother and the father. So in his interview, he said that he wanted to see his mother's dreams and his father's dreams come to fruition. So therefore, he did what he did. He made his achievement in honor of his parents. People, in the Bible, it say you have to honor your mother and your father. And people like me say, if he got 10 subjects and he passed and him barely passed, his parents would have been proud. If him get A, if him get B, if him get C. But people, under the circumstances, him lose 2 parents and the boy still get 10 distinction. People, we are talking about the best at the best. And we are talking about Jamaica, not Miami. And he said he maintained his mental stability during all of this by attending extracurricular activities in a school. Him joined all kind of group, French group, Spanish group, journalism group, debate group, and Rete and Lele. So we see that he is going through a lot of stuff, but he maintained his focus. He kept his eyes on the prize. He wanted to achieve his objectives, and that is exactly what he did. So this youth have big dreams. He is achieving big dreams as a teenager. And he said he wants to pursue a career in international relations because he wants to inspire changes. He wants to be an ambassador for Jamaica. He wants to make changes that inspire or affect the youth. We are speaking about making a better circumstance, making a better way for the people, the youth them in Jamaica. He is talking about the homeless, and he is speaking about the abused people. So people, we see that he is not a very selfish person. He is selfless. He is thinking about his country. He is thinking about the youth them that are desolate in Jamaica. He might talk about ghetto youth. People, we have to talk about somebody with a heart. We have to talk about somebody that is thinking far ahead. We have to speak about a youth that wants to inspire others in spite of his desolate and bad situation, in spite of his circumstances. So people, we are speaking about a youth that have a heart. We are speaking about a youth that has a big brain. And people, we can only expect the best from him, point blank and period. So people, we see that he got 10 subjects in the CSEC, and now he is thinking about achieving the same thing in the Cape. So people, he is going for 10 again in the next 2 years. And people, based on his past, based on his history, we can only expect nothing but the best of the best. So people, let's wish him the best. And he said it himself. He said he want to see his name in bold writing as one of the better performers in that CSEC or in that Cape, point blank and period. So anyway, people, that is my view on the whole thing as it pertains to that. And like me say, it is just my views and opinion. It is not the gospel. Your views and opinion can be respectfully different from mine. But let me know what you think in the comment section. Bless up.